Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Here's your news for July 8th, 2019. WWE SummerSlam is just around the corner, and what would the biggest party of the summer be without one of the company's biggest ever stars, The Undertaker? For nearly 30 years now, the Demon of Death Valley has faced some of the biggest wrestling stars, from Hulk Hogan to Steve Austin to John Cena, and according to reports, now has a new target for the August pay-per-view. Local ads in Toronto, where the show will take place at the Scotiabank Arena, are claiming that The Undertaker will face Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam in what is sure to be a huge match. The pair are already set to face off in tag team action this Sunday at Extreme Rules, as the Phenom will team with Roman Reigns to face McIntyre and Shane McMahon. Dave Meltzer recently reported in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Undertaker personally requested to work with the Scottish Psychopath earlier this year, as the Deadman continues to have more matches in 2019 despite not appearing at WrestleMania. Since returning to the main roster in 2018, McIntyre has been one of Raw's most influential stars, and a win over the Deadman at SummerSlam would definitely help elevate the Scottish superstar into the hunt for the Universal title. One superstar who knows all about defeating The Undertaker at SummerSlam is Randy Orton, who did just that in 2005, but hasn't been seen on WWE TV in quite a while. Since Money in the Bank, Orton has only appeared a handful of times, defeating Triple H at Super Showdown and sharing wins with Aleister Black at live events. The reason why Orton hasn't been showcased is rumored to be due to a neck injury suffered during one of his Aleister Black matches, which was evaluated last week. More knowledgeable fans will know that the Apex Predator has a series of neck issues, being forced to miss much of 2015 due to the injury, though things don't seem to be so bad this time. The evaluation has said that Orton's neck problem wasn't too serious, and since the Viper wasn't involved in any major feuds when it happened, the decision was made to give him some time off to heal and recover. The 13-time world champion was already meant to return at a live event, but missed it due to travel and traffic, and is expected to return very soon. Though he may no longer be a full-time superstar, the Legend Killer is still a huge draw whenever he appears, so WWE are no doubt hoping to get the two-time Royal Rumble winner back on screens as soon as possible. AEW news now, and though Jon Moxley may be seen as a killer in the ring, the IWGP United States Champion's actions this week proved that he secretly has a heart of gold. After former professional wrestler Don Wright and his wife Sandy lost their home and car due to a home fire, things looked dire for the two, and with the responsibility of raising 5 grandchildren who are set to start school later this year, the future seemed very bleak indeed. That's changed now, as when Moxley stumbled across a GoFundMe campaign set up by a friend of Sandy, the former Dean Ambrose gave an extremely generous donation of $5,000, which will make a great difference to the couple's life. Despite being the hottest commodity in wrestling in 2019 and having his hands full with the likes of Kenny Omega and AEW, it's great to see that Moxley will still go out of his way to help people, as the wrestler's public image continues to soar since leaving WWE earlier this year. Speaking of leaving WWE, one superstar who reportedly isn't going anywhere anytime soon is former Raw Women's Champion Sasha Banks. After being told that she and Bayley would be losing the WWE Women's Tag Team titles to the Iconics at WrestleMania 35, the boss reportedly lost her cool backstage at the Show of Shows, threatening to quit the company, and hasn't been seen since. Though Banks and many close to the company have denied the rumor, fans can't help but wonder where the boss has been all this time, though according to Brad Shepard, her return is imminent. Taking to Twitter, Shepard said how Banks' return was imminent, and claimed that the Raw superstar has made peace with Alexa Bliss, someone who the boss has had an issue with for quite some time. Describing Banks' sabbatical as a breather, Shepard didn't reveal when exactly to expect the boss back on TV, though it should be noted that she has been used in promotional material for SummerSlam, which will take place on August 11th. Though this image hints that she'll be back in time for the biggest party of the summer, this isn't always the case, as Banks was used for advertising in the company's recent Asia tour but didn't appear. Seems that fans can only speculate on what the future holds for the four-time Raw Women's Champion, though it seems to be a matter of time until we hear Michael Cole scream, "It's boss time" once again on Monday Night Raw. We're looking outside of WWE now as news has broken that for the first time in over 2 years, Damien Sandow will return to the Squared Circle. Sandow, a former WWE Tag Team Champion, hasn't competed since January of 2017, where he was last seen as the flamboyant Aaron Rex in Impact Wrestling, briefly holding the company's Grand Championship. On July 13th, Sandow will return at the Battle Arts Pro Academy show at the Don Kolov Arena, where he will face the BAA Heavyweight Champion Timothy O'Connor. The Academy, which was founded by fellow WWE alum Santino Marella, hopes to train the next generation of wrestlers and fighters, and given his experience in multiple major promotions, Sandow could prove to be quite an asset to the company. Working with the intellectual savior of the masses has already proved dividends for the promotion, as Sandow has teased returning under a quote, "Millennial Slayer" persona, and has brought the show to the attention of his over 500,000 Twitter followers. And finally today, we're ending with news about Zachary Madsen, and though many fans won't recognize the name of one of wrestling's most hated figures, they'll certainly know his actions. In April, Madsen jumped the barricade at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony, attacking Bret Hart during his second induction into the group, this time for his work as part of the Hart Foundation. Grabbing the former WWF champion during his speech alongside Natalya, Madsen was quickly detained by security and superstars, and after a few shots by the likes of Travis Brown and Dash Wilder, was taken away. This Tuesday, Madsen is scheduled to appear in King's Criminal Court in Brooklyn in what will be his first court appearance since April after 7 postponements in the case. Claiming in a video that he felt it was the right time to attack Bret, Madsen faces 2 counts of assault in the 3rd degree, as well as a trespassing violation for jumping the barricade. In New York, assault in the 3rd degree can be punishable by up to a year in jail per count, should Madsen be found guilty. Madsen's Twitter account featured a number of strange and threatening tweets to several WWE personalities, including Triple H, whom he demanded remove women from the WrestleMania 35 main event, and has even targeted Vince McMahon himself, with Madsen sharing an image of himself dressed as the Joker, charging to the ring. If Madsen wanted to get recognized by WWE, he's certainly gone about it the wrong way, as the amateur MMA star has practically ended any chance of the promotion or any company wanting to do business with him. Well guys, that's our news for today. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 10 huge mistakes Vince McMahon and WWE shockingly have already made in 2019. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.